Guys, and we're back at the Art of Whiskey.
What's our mother? 4 rows?
Food for thought, y'all.
Oh, sorry.
He's like, look, let me get some of that. Now, guys, you guys has everybody here been on a barrel pick before?
Yes.
Okay, walk them through what goes into a barrel pick, how you choose it, and what makes it special. Because I just realized another thing, Richard.
Yeah.
Richard taught me about single barrels. Here I am like, what's a single barrel? That's all I ever really like is a single barrel. And then you turn around and I was like, I just realized I've been on a lot of barrel picks. And I'm like,
You have been on more than me.
No, you've
You've
been on a lot of barrel selection.
That's true.
see?
Yeah,
There's a difference.
And not buying one barrel, you're buying bunches of barrels.
You're not picking
like,
a
honestly,
bottle for somebody. You're picking
You're
not an admin
multiple
for a
barrels
group picking for
for future use and everything.
Salt in the fucking wound, man. Salt in the fucking wound.
Well, now you guys get it because it just dawned on me.
No, he's had great opportunities and it's so cool.
Let me tell you the difference. A barrel pick, you get to pick between 3 and 5 barrels. How many barrels did we pick from?
About 60.
Exactly.
And that's the other side is on a barrel pick, you're usually picking 1 barrel out of 4 and we're picking, 60 out of a warehouse.
I think at one point Tim told the guy, I'll take all 50. I was like this.
Yeah, the OZ Tyler's, he said he bought 50 of them.
I think he did that at a few places. I know he did it there, but I was somewhere else like, I'll take them.
That guy's
We did it at the last place too.
He's got a nose for those barrels, dude.
But that's my point. So that's why I'm asking these guys, because it's like I'm like there and not there. This doesn't happen to me normally because I know what I'm doing. Like if I go see a dog, I know exactly what to do.
Like before this trip, I'd done like, 15 barrel picks. I wasn't scared of that.
Yeah, this was intimidating, huh?
When they told me, hey, Chance, we're going to do barrel selection, we're going to pick barrels for 3 days, I'm like, what the fuck? How am I going to do this?
Yeah, for real.
It's a different piece. So walk through because I still don't know, and I think it's going to help me get perspective. Because guys, part of my job at the Blendery, sit front row, record, capture, make sure a story is being told. Chance got to see firsthand what goes into the social media development side of things, and even when there are moments where the boss per se is tired, I'm tired at the time.
Y'all
Believe it or
putting in
not.
work after hours.
I got proof you were tired the second time.
That's true. He sent me to bed.
I did. All right. Like, what's this big old dude doing? Knocked out on the concrete floor.
And if you know Trev, he don't sleep well. So when he's snoozing, he tired, bro.
You catch me sleeping on concrete on a backpack, something's happened. But I hadn't
peaceful, though.
I hadn't drank that much or anything. I just was there. But you get through making sure I'm analyzing movements, patterns, capturing a bunch of fun stuff. I think we'll use 10 years from now. When we look back at even that shot where you were holding bring the sandwich up. Like that's a classic documentary Richard from the Blendery shot.
One day we had 4 venues: MGP, Green River, Lux Row, KBF. One day.
Oh yeah, see, that's my point. And mind you, I'm on, like Jamar's behind the camera. I'm behind the camera the whole time, and the only time I'm not is I'm like, Chance, hold this real quick, because I need to make sure the story's properly being told. Which then means I got to get in front of the camera and bring the energy so that it works. But I just dawned on me seriously. I was like, damn. People like you said, hey, barrel picks. Damn, I've been on how many barrel picks?
Yeah.
Barrel selections, drank probably 40 barrels, if not more, over the past 3 or 4 trips with Tim since last year. I've been picking barrels or getting to try the barrels with Tim for a year straight, and I've been to Kentucky. I was like, damn, I've been to
Your
Kentucky
shit is
4
on
times.
fast forward. He went from like rookie to novice to pro in a matter of a year.
But it's like a different purpose, right? Because like when you're picking a barrel, you're usually picking for a liquor store or a club, and you're going for mass appeal, right? Like when you're picking barrel selection for the Blendery, you're thinking about how does this blend? Is this ready to be bottled now? What will this be like in a year? What will this be like in Texas? There's all these other factors you have to figure into it, and your palate has to remain strong through all that. And you're probably drinking the most whiskey you've ever had in your damn life.
100%.
I mean,
a lot of spitting going on back onto the wood.
You have
because
to. I had to learn that.
You have to, because the thing is once you get so inebriated, you don't even have the focus on the taste, and so it's all blown.
And it's more important for it to be strong in the end than in the beginning. You know?
And also to your point, if you're picking for a group, you're tasting 4 or 5, you're picking 1, and it's sold.
Yeah, it's done.
You're dropping out. If you're picking for a store, you're tasting, or for the distillery, you're tasting 60, 70.
Exactly.
You're picking 40. Every single one isn't sold. You're going to sell it when you get it home. So you're making business decisions with a fatigued palate, and you better have your shit together.
Yeah, and I think Tim looks for single barrels. He looks for barrels that are complementary to blend with, and then he, also the ones that are ready to go. Then some that will play well together. So for him, it's even harder because he has to make sure and have single barrels, which he does all the time. But he also finds these really cool barrels that play well together.
Yeah, like if I had to ballpark it, like of bourbon drinkers, probably 10% of bourbon drinkers have been on a barrel pick, right? Less than 0.5% have done what you and I have done.
Exactly.
Shit. And I did it for a year straight, guys. I just started drinking whiskey last year. And the first time I go and like add value from a digital footprint standpoint, we drank, as he said, 40 plus Buff Turkey barrels. And then he said, I mean, like that's my first barrel selection was Buff Turkey.
Wow. Jim, he went on a barrel selection.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, that's like bourbon royalty. To be honest with you, people would literally pay a bunch of money to be able to do that.
Hundreds of thousands.
That's like going, I've never gambled before, let me just throw 100 on 00 and then fucking hitting it on the roulette table.
Yeah.
It's just very
If you were to curate that trip, someone would charge $100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Especially now.
I think he paid $400,000 for that, but
Well, yeah. That was
For the barrels,
but the
but-
RIO is a little different. We will talk about that later.
Just the trip, not the purchase.
I'm about to say, I've got a good idea what the numbers added up to because the barrels were, I mean, like this. It's funny because Chance with the Bartons, he was like, I think it wasn't you, Chance, you weren't there, but Daniel goes, oh, this got a low yield. You think we could blend these two together? He said, yeah, $12,000 plus a barrel. so the price of the barrel, even with 35 bottles in it, was still 12,000 and some change.
Crazy.
Buff turkeys were 10 a piece. We bought 40 of them.
Oh, those were vicious.
And then they tripled. Then they tripled.
Yeah, then they tripled
Well,
in a week.
yeah.
In a week.
Yeah.
After 10 went, so he got the first ride refused. We were there, but it goes back to why I'm asking these guys. My first barrel entry, or bottle, or a barrel select, or barrel pick was a barrel select, and I got to go. First time I ever go to Kentucky, we discovered Buff Turkey, and bring some magic back, and I still in my mind can't wrap my head around how much I've seen in such little time. You go, who else could have done this?
Well, and give it to Tim. He is, I don't know if it's contacts or just knowledge or what, but he's always on the cutting edge. And because of that, like, we were the 5th people to pick Buff Turkey. We were the 3rd people to pick Calumet 18.
You got in on those barns went fast, the Barton 18s went fast.
Yeah, I mean, we have always been on the cutting edge of the next thing in whiskey for the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, he's like a barrel bloodhound, dude. I mean, that guy's on it, and props to him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's built good relationships through, you know, his reputation and who he is the business that he conducts. It takes you a long way. So we love Timbo. We're going to keep supporting him. And dude, like you guys said, man, that guy finds the barrels, dude.
Before major brand distillers.
Yeah, and I even asked Tim. I said, Tim, honestly, how much you could have made $3.50 easy a bottle on those Buff Turkeys? And guess what he did? He price pointed it so low. Like, people were complaining, you stupid. I grabbed as many as I could, dude. I didn't care.
When I heard that it was what, $250, and he was maybe $300 was the top end bottle that he
I'll
brought.
never buy a bottle for $2.
Yeah, I would never. do
Kentucky
that.
for a smoothie.
And he'll even grab the things like the raspberry lemon cream.
Yeah.
Where it's like, dude, like,
He didn't make a buck
we're gonna
off that,
take a
bro.
hit on this barrel, but because the whiskey is so special and he's got that in him, he'll buy it anyway.
Yeah.
Just because he's got to bring that to the
my
people
kind
that
of
care
people,
about it as much as he does in this.
Long-term customer value is
100%,
why
yeah.
we're here today.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at, hey, these bottles are great. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I think the blender is onto something. I know it is because as we had him here and we've done, we did probably 30, 40 videos just on Saturday with Tim and with Richard and collectively. And I'm like, dude, now we're back to the regular scheduled program.
Yep.
And part of that is making sure we don't ever run out of information to keep delivering. And I know people can't keep up, not with my work ethic. and look, you can't keep up with Tim's ability to sniff out the good stuff. As they say, the good shit. So, as long as the whiskey gets better,
I still feel like these are the 2 best things on the counter.
hey,
These are my 2 favorite bottles on this counter.
I would agree.
I mean,
I'd be hard pressed to beat a Buff Turkey, man.
I mean, they're definitely the most unique.
And there's bangers on this counter.
Oh yeah, there definitely are bangers.
and the rarest.
Yeah.
The rarest 2 things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and you only want to crack and share those with amazing people. So, guys, in the next episode, we'll get into this chicken and let Jimmy G help us make some magic, man. Stay tuned, keep it whiskey.